see how well you can hear accents today. When a syllable is accented, how does it sound different from the other syllables in the word?
It's higher.
Good.
And louder.
Mm-hmm.
And something else. Longer.
Longer. Very good. I'll say a word. You listen carefully. If you hear the accent on the first syllable, hold up one finger. If you hear the accent on the second syllable, hold up 2 fingers. Ready? Sandwich. Good, that one was on the first. Popcorn. Very good, that was the first syllable too. Invent. Good, that one's on the second syllable. Listen to that one again. Invent. The second syllable was louder, longer, and higher. Rainbow. Good. First syllable. Respond. Good. That one was the second syllable. Suggest. Very good. That one was the second syllable as well. Good. How many vowels does this word have?
2.
What are they?
A and I.
Good. Do you remember what a syllable is?
Yes.
What is it?
It's the parts of the word.
Okay. What's special about each part of the word?
It's apart from the other parts.
A syllable is a word part containing one vowel sound. When we have a word with more than one vowel sound, it tells us that the word contains more than one syllable. Whenever we have a word that contains more than one syllable, we must divide the vowels into syllables before we can code the word. To do this, we'll start by writing a small V under each vowel. What were the vowels in this word again?
A and I.
Okay, so I'm going to write a small V under each one of those. That shows me that those are the vowels. This is the beginning of a vowel pattern. A vowel pattern is a pattern of letters in a word that begins and ends with a vowel. There are no vowels between the vowels that begin and end the pattern. Let's look at this vowel pattern. It starts with the A and it ends with the I. Next, we will look between the vowels and see how many consonants there are. Let's write a small C under each consonant between the 2 vowels. Remember, when we're looking at our vowel consonant patterns, we never label the consonants that are on the outside of the vowel pattern, just the ones that are in between. Now we have a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern. Or we can call this a vccv pattern for short. When we have a vccv pattern, the best place to divide the word is usually between the 2 consonants. This is called a division line. It shows us where the syllables are in the word. This word has 2 syllables. When a word has more than one syllable, we put an accent mark on one of the syllables to show where the syllable is accented. Remember, an accent is the part of a word that is longer, louder, and higher. The best place to try the accent on an unknown word is on the first syllable. So let's put the accent mark on the first syllable of this word. You're always going to put it at the very end of the syllable. One important thing to remember when coding words is that we always code the vowels within the syllables. Look at the letter A. Is it followed by a consonant within that syllable?
Yes.
Very good. And how do we code vowels that are followed by consonants?
With the breve.
Good. Now look at the I. Is it followed by a consonant?
Yes.
How do we code a vowel that's followed by a consonant?
With the breve.
Very good. Does our word need any other coding?
The K back.
Very good. This C is making the K sound, so we're going to put a K back on it. Can anyone read this word the way we have it coded?
Traffic.
Does that sound like a word you know?
I hear Dad talk about it.
Good. This word is completely coded now. Let's see if we can use it in a sentence. What do you think?
Traffic makes my dad say mean things.
Good. It's a good thing he lives in Visay where there's not much traffic, huh?
Yeah.
We're going to make a syllable division poster to help you remember how to divide words that follow the vccv pattern. Remember, those letters stand for the pattern vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. Once we've made the poster, we'll display it in the classroom so you can look at it whenever you need help coding two-syllable words. Within the vccv pattern, the best place to accent the word is on the first syllable. But sometimes you will also find words where the accent is on the second syllable. Let me show you. How many vowels do I have in this word?
2.
What are they?
You and I.
Are they both making a sound in the word?
Yes.
Good. So we're going to put small v's underneath those. Then I need to look for the consonants in between. Do I have any consonants in between those two vowels?
Yes.
What are they?
NT.
Good. So I'm going to write small c's underneath the N and the T. The best place to divide a vccv pattern is between the two consonants. So I'm going to put my division line right in between those two. Now, usually the accent goes on the first syllable, so let's try that. Now we have to make sure to code our vowels. Is the vowel followed by a consonant in that first syllable?
Yes.
And how do we code vowels that are followed by consonants?
With the breve.
Very good. What about the vowel in the second syllable? Is it followed by a consonant?
Yes.
And how do we usually code those?
With the breve.
With the breve. All right. Let's try reading this word the way we have it coded. Remember, syllables that are accented are going to be louder, longer, and higher. Until. Does that sound right?
It sounds funny.
It does sound funny, doesn't it? So, we can try the accent on the second syllable instead. Let me fix my division line there. Let's try the accent back here. Remember, the accented syllable is louder, longer, and higher. Let's try reading this one. Until. Does that sound better?
I think so.
Good. Until. So remember, when you are dividing a word with the vccv pattern, try the accent on the first syllable. But if that doesn't sound right, try moving it to the second syllable instead. One way to practice VCC division is to divide nonsense words. Even made-up words can follow the vccv pattern. Let's try one. How many vowels do I have in this made-up word?
2.
What are they?
O-I.
Then I need to find the
Consonants.
consonants in between. Very good. What are those?
M-F.
The M and the F. Where's the best place to divide a vccv pattern?
Between the consonants.
Between the consonants. So we're going to divide right there. Okay, and where does our accent usually go on a vccv word?
Usually the front.
Usually the first syllable, so let's try that. Then we need to make sure we code what?
I don't know.
We've got to make sure we code the vowels before we're done with the word. So, the vowel in the first syllable, is it followed by a consonant?
Yes.
So how do we need to code it?
With the brief.
Very good. What about the vowel in the second syllable? Is it followed by a consonant?
Yes.
And what do we do with vowels followed by consonants?
Brief. Coded with a brief.
Code it with a brief. Let's try to read this word. Stromfill.
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 Stromfill?
It's not a real word in English, but we can still read it because we know the rules of how to read words we don't know. Let's try one more. How many vowels do I have in this word?
2.
What are they?
E-O.
The E and the O. So I'm going to write my small V's underneath. Then I need to find what?
Consonants.
The consonants in between. Remember, only the ones between the vowels. Where is the best place to divide a vccv pattern?
Between the consonants.
Between the consonants. So we'll do that. And where do we usually try accenting?
First syllable.
The first syllable. All right. Now we've got to make sure we code something else before we finish this word.
Code the vowels.
Code the vowels. Very good. In the first syllable, is that vowel followed by a consonant?
Yes, a vowel followed by a consonant is coded with a brief.
Very good. What about in the second syllable?
A vowel coded by a vowel followed by a consonant is coded with a brief.
Very good. Let's see if we can read this nonsense word. Grefbop.
Grefbop.
Very good. It's kind of a silly word, isn't it?
I like that word.
I do too. We're going to have another syllable division poster to help you remember where a word that follows the vccv pattern can be divided and accented. We'll be adding more ways to accent those words as we go on through the year. You can find these procedures in your student spelling dictionary and reference books too. They start on page 62. We are going to practice coding some words with this pattern today on our worksheet. So I hope you were paying attention and you're ready for it. I'll see you guys back at the table.